Over 90 million American households are renting right now. Not because they want to, because nobody ever told them that the person collecting their rent check is quietly building generational wealth, 1 month at a time. The average American landlord earns more from a single rental property in 10 years than most employees earn working 40 hours a week for a decade. And the system never once taught you how to get to that side of the transaction. Marcus knew this feeling. He had been paying $1,200 a month in rent for 6 straight years. That is $86,400 gone. Not invested, not building anything, just gone. And one afternoon, Sarah asked him a question that changed everything. She said, "Marcus, if you have been paying someone else's mortgage for 6 years, why are you not the one collecting?" He did not have an answer, because nobody had ever asked him that question before. Here is exactly why rental real estate is the single most powerful wealth-building tool available to ordinary Americans today, and exactly how to get started, even if you think you cannot afford it.
Before we talk about how, you need to understand the 4 engines running inside every rental property. Because most people think real estate is one thing: buy a house, wait, sell it later. That is not the game. That is not even close to the game. There are 4 separate wealth engines running simultaneously inside every single rental property that Marcus studied. And once you see them, you cannot unsee them. Engine 1, cash flow. This is the simplest one. After every expense is paid, mortgage, taxes, insurance, maintenance, whatever is left is yours, every single month. In Dallas, Texas, right now, a well-chosen rental property can generate between $200 and $500 in positive cash flow per month. Now, pause for a second. Does an extra $300 a month change your life right now? Most people watching this, yes, it does. And that is just one property. Engine 2, appreciation. Historically, American real estate has increased in value at an average of 4 to 5% annually over the long term. That means a $250,000 property could be worth over $370,000 in 10 years, and you did not renovate it. You did not build anything. Time did the work. Engine 3, loan paydown. This is the one that stops most people cold when they first understand it. When Marcus buys a rental property using a mortgage, the tenant is paying that mortgage down every single month. Someone else is slowly buying the property for him. Think about what that means. Every month, his debt shrinks. The property value generally rises. That gap between what he owes and what it is worth is called equity. And equity is one of the biggest wealth creators in America. Engine 4, tax advantages. This is the one wealthy investors rarely talk about in public. Real estate comes with tax benefits that most W-2 employees never access. Depreciation deductions, mortgage interest write-offs, expense deductions. 2 people can earn the exact same income, and the rental property owner often keeps significantly more of it. Always consult a qualified CPA before making financial decisions, but understand this: the wealthy are not just earning more, they are also keeping more. Now, here's where Marcus ran the real numbers. He bought a first property in a growing Ohio neighborhood for $200,000, 20% down, $40,000 up front. Year 1 results: cash flow, $3,000. Appreciation at 4%, $8,000. Loan paydown by the tenant, $3,500. That's $14,500 in wealth created from one property in 12 months. Against a $40,000 investment, that's a 36% return on a boring rental house in Ohio. Let me ask you something important right now. What is your savings account paying you this year? 2%? 3%? Now compare that to 36%. This is why people with rental properties keep buying more rental properties. Not because they're greedy, because the math is undeniable. Marcus held that property for 10 years. By year 10, the property value had climbed significantly. The loan balance had dropped dramatically, rents had increased, cash flow had doubled. One ordinary house, one decision made at 30, a completely different financial life at 40. Now here is the part where most people disconnect. They hear all of this and they think, that sounds incredible, but I do not have $40,000. And that is exactly what Marcus thought too. So let me show you what he actually did. Strategy 1, house hacking. Marcus bought a small duplex. He lived in one unit, he rented the other. His tenant's rent covered most of his mortgage. Marcus was essentially living for almost nothing while building equity every single month. He had turned his biggest monthly expense, his housing cost, into an asset. Strategy 2, FHA loans. The Federal Housing Administration allows qualified American buyers to purchase a property with as little as 3.5% down. On a $200,000 home, that is $7,000, not $40,000. $7,000. Most Americans have that in a savings account right now and do not realize it is enough to start. Strategy 3. Start with what you know. Marcus did not buy in a city he had never visited. He bought in neighborhoods he understood, streets he could drive down. The biggest mistake new investors make is chasing markets they read about online instead of starting close to home. Now here is the truth that nobody wants to say out loud. Real estate is not perfect. Markets can drop, tenants can be difficult, repairs happen at the worst possible times. Marcus dealt with all of it, but here's what he never lost: the equity, the cash flow, the loan paydown, the tax advantages. All 4 engines kept running, even in the hard years. And here's the question Marcus started asking every person he met: what is more risky? Spending 30 years depending on one paycheck that can be taken from you on a Tuesday afternoon, or owning assets that generate income whether you work or not? The answer changed every single conversation. Most people have been taught to fear real estate. The down payment is too big, the risk is too high, the timing is never right. But the people who actually build wealth in America do not wait for perfect timing. They understand that every year they wait is another year of someone else building equity on their monthly payment. You do not need 100 properties to change your financial life. Research consistently shows that owning 3 to 5 solid rental properties can completely transform someone's retirement picture. Marcus started with 1, then 2. The third one came faster than he expected because the equity from the first helped fund the down payment on the second, and the cash flow from the second helped fund the third. The flywheel Marcus built with his income streams in year 1 was now spinning in real estate too. 1 decision, 1 property, 1 direction. So here's what I want you to do right now. Open your Notes app, write down 1 neighborhood you know well. Then write down what the average rent is there. Then look up what a small duplex or single-family home costs. Run the basic math, because the gap between where you are right now and your first property might be smaller than you think. Drop your answer in the comments. Tell me which city or neighborhood you're researching, because the people who do that exercise tonight are the ones who look back 5 years from now and can't believe they almost kept paying someone else's mortgage forever. Subscribe to Better Path right now. Hit that subscribe button below, because every single week we break down the financial realities that the system never taught you, so you can build a future that actually belongs to you. See you in the next video.